in a land that stretched without end, where the glow of the sun embraces the silence of the sand. There are stories rarely told, places that seem lost in stillness, yet hide something deeper than what appears. Between a harsh desert and cities alive with movement, and memories carved into the heart of history. This is where the story begins. Today, our destination is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a land of vast open spaces and one of the oldest trade routes in the Arabian Peninsula. From the mountains of Hejaz in the west to the empty quarter in the south, stretch landscapes that are both harsh and breathtaking. A history that spans thousands of years, and a present changing at unprecedented speed. But far from the modern cities, there are stories still whispered in silence. The wells of Empty Quarter. Deep within the Empty Quarter desert, where nothing is heard but the whistle of the wind, stand ancient abandoned wells, dug centuries ago to serve passing caravans. Today, many of them are dry, partially buried beneath the sand, but some travelers tell something strange. They say when they approached certain wells at night, they heard sounds like whispers, not an ordinary echo, but broken, scattered tones, as if rising from unfathomable depth. Some tried recording the sound, but it vanished completely on playback. Is it the reflection of wind inside a deep cavity, or a rare natural phenomenon? Locals offer simple advice: don't approach abandoned wells after sunset, because in the desert, not every silence is empty. The old houses of historic Jeddah, in the historic district of Jeddah Al-Balad, within narrow alleyways lined with ancient wooden balconies, stand houses more than a century old. Some have been abandoned for decades. Long-time residents speak of strange occurrences: dim lights seen flickering in tightly sealed windows, curtains moving despite still air, doors opening and closing at midnight. One night guard mentioned that during his patrol, he heard soft footsteps on an upper floor, even though he was certain that the building was completely empty. Are they wooden expansions caused by temperature changes, or natural sounds amplified by the weight of the night? The area is historic and filled with stories, but when you walk there after midnight and the alleyways are empty, every sound feels different. The mysterious desert lights, far from cities and highways, deep within open desert. Strange lights have been reported over the years. Not car headlights, not Bedouin camps. They appear as a glowing point on the horizon, remain for a few seconds, then suddenly fade away. Some Bedouins explain them as natural phenomena, perhaps heat reflections or rare gases. Others connect them to ancient tales of spirits in the desert. Stranger still, those who tried to follow the light claimed it seemed to move farther away the closer they got. There is no definitive scientific explanation, no clear recording that confirms what they are. But in a desert that stretches endlessly, where sky and earth seem to meet, small lights can feel far from unsettling than they appear. Real stories. The Grand Mosque Seizure, 1979. At dawn on the 1st of Muharram 1400 Hijri, corresponding to the 20th of November 1979, the Islamic world awoke to an unprecedented shock. An armed group led by Juhayman al-Utaybi seized the Grand Mosque in Mecca, declaring one of their members to be the Mahdi. The mosque gates were closed, and the holiest site in Islam became a battleground. The confrontation lasted nearly 2 weeks. Saudi forces sought specialized military expertise to regain control of the complex. It was an event that shocked the entire Muslim world. In the end, Juhayman and his followers were captured, an incident that reshaped the region's history, leaving political and security impacts that echo to this day. Madain Saleh, Al-Hijr. In northwestern Saudi Arabia lies Madain Saleh Al-Hijr, an archaeological site dating back more than 2,000 years to the Nabatean civilization, engraved into massive rock formations. With astonishing architectural precision, it is believed to have been a flourishing city along the ancient trade routes. The site is also linked to the story of people of Thamud, mentioned in the Quran. For many years, locals avoided staying there overnight. The weight of silence at sunset and the presence of carved facades can make a visitor feel as though standing at the edge of another era. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It still carries an aura of mystery till this day. The lost caravans of the empty quarter. Across centuries, trade caravans crossed the empty quarter desert. They carried incense, gold, and spices. But some caravans never reached their destination. They were swallowed by the sand. Sudden sandstorm could erase all traces within moments. Even today, some explorers claim to have discovered remnants of ancient remains buried beneath the dunes. The empty quarter is not merely a desert, it's an ocean of sand, and those who enter without knowledge may never return. In the end, not every mysterious story means something supernatural. Sometimes fear itself creates the legend, and sometimes history is more shocking than fiction. Saudi Arabia is not only a land of desert and modern cities, but a land of memory, of secrets, and of stories not yet fully told. These were some of the secrets of Saudi Arabia. In your opinion, which story was the most mysterious? Have you ever heard something similar? Share your stories in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. In the next episode, a new destination and a new secret.